Shalom, Josie. How are you? Okay, I'm just going to wait a little bit and then we'll get started. Let more people come in. Shalom to everybody. Shalom. Great. Good to hear that. Good morning, Billy. Shalom. Shalom, Taya. Or Tia. That might be Tia. You just spell it with a Y. Tia Haywood. Shalom, Joe. Joe's daughter of Zion. All right. Karima. Willie. Shalom. All right, everybody. We're going to be getting started soon. We're just going to talk about all of the madness that's going on. Oh, Taya. Okay. That's a pretty name, actually. Taya. You know, I like the kind of names you don't hear a lot. That's really a beautiful name. You know, we're going to talk about all of the madness that's going on out here. People are going to the store and going buck wild out here now. Now, some of the things that they are taking off the shelves is toilet paper, water, you know, and yesterday when I went into the pharmacy, y'all, they are they are ripping the pain relievers off of the shelves. You know, that is another thing that they're doing in big numbers, the pain relievers. So I don't want you all to worry about the things that are going on, because we can always talk about alternatives. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about. I was shocked when I went into pharmacy. The water's gone, the toilet paper is gone, the hand sanitizer is gone, the pain relievers are gone. I mean, this is just, it's unbelievable. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to worry about any of these things. You know, I know many of you know about the soursop tea. Definitely use that. Welcome, Tia. Definitely use the soursop tea, but there are some things the tea doesn't really get so well. Now, I'm one of those people that suffer from seasonal allergies. And every now and then, I'll have a flare up, especially my throat, you know, when pollen gets in there. The one thing that does relieve that is ginger tea. I don't know if any of you drink that, but ginger, ladies and gentlemen, is a natural pain reliever. Yeah, it's crazy in my state too. Rashonda, it's crazy in my state too. These people are going buck wild out here over everything. Yes, wild lettuce is another one. Exactly. But yep, olive leaves. See, y'all really up on things. You're really up on things. Wonderful. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just know and understand that ginger is another alternative. Now, my son about 3 weeks ago was suffering from a sore throat. I gave him ginger tea. Before he went to bed, he said his sore throat was gone. And one thing that my family have a lot in the South, they have a lot of acid reflux. Do you know if you drink ginger tea long enough, it will correct the acid reflux? What it does, it reduces the acid in your stomach. So when everything rises back up, it won't irritate your throat. Yeah, honey. I got raw honey. You should see the big jar of raw. I got a 5-pound jar of raw honey, and I always add that to my soursop tea, my ginger tea, any of my teas that I drink. So if you suffer from osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, if you know someone in the early stages of Alzheimer's, or they have trouble remembering things, give them ginger tea. Ginger tea will actually slow the whole Alzheimer process down. It won't take Alzheimer's away, but it will definitely prolong it for a long period of time. So, especially elderly people, you definitely want to give that to them if they're struggling to remember. Turmeric tea is also good. And, a ginger tea is also good for inflammation. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. And yeah, please share whatever you have. I mean, nothing, all of the things you're putting out there is excellent, especially for the family. This is the kind of stuff we need, especially at this time when things are going to become scarce. The FDA already said by April, there's going to be meds you won't have access to because those meds come out of China. And that's going to also, Golden Seal, daughter of the Most High Yah, is also a natural antibiotic. I don't know if any of you know that. Golden Seal is a natural antibiotic, and so is John warts. If you have John warts, and let's say you don't have access to antibiotics, John warts will also act as an antibiotic, and so will Golden Seal. Those two things are like natural antibiotics. So you definitely want to have that. I have both of them at my house. So let's just go over a few things. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I like John warts too. Y'all should definitely get that. All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen, because I don't want anybody panicking out here, because everything that's going on, it's going to happen. But this is the time when we need to get back to nature and back to the natural things. It's going to kind of force us in that direction anyway as things become scarce, because things simply are not being shipped out of China now. People with high IQs decided it would be a good idea for China to have all the manufacturing jobs. So now we're in this situation because of them. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, everybody, give me a 1 if you can see my screen, and then I will get on with the show. All of y'all are writing some great things in there. Thank you. Bingo. There we go. All right. So let's go to the news. I want to show you this because people are losing their minds. Fear of coronavirus creating empty shelves at some Minnesota stores. Some San Diego stores see empty shelves amid coronavirus concerns. Twin City stores, empty shelves. I mean, face masks, sanitizers, empty. And you know what else they're clearing out, ladies and gentlemen? Cleaning products. Any type of cleaning products for your house, they're cleaning that out too. So you don't have to worry about those things, because whatever they don't have, I gave y'all the recipe to make your own hand sanitizer. In fact, I made myself a new batch last night. So this is real. Restaurants, empty shelves, local store, Pasadena, California. Yeah, I mean, even here in my state, they are losing their minds. Worries over buying arise. Some supply shelves at stores empty out. Yeah, and the water is going. So everybody is getting all the necessities. And I think because of the FDA's announcement of the shortages of over-the-counter meds and prescription meds, people are clearing that out too. Now, here's the ginger tea that I buy. It's $14.99, $14.99 on Amazon. You get 100 bags. Of course, you can find, even cheaper versions, but I like this as organic. And I have to tell y'all, this one is strong. All you do is you just make your hot water, put your tea bag in, and you let it steep for about 10, 15 minutes before drinking it. Man, this stuff is strong. This one is strong. I can tell you. So if you like that nice, strong ginger taste, this is the bags to go. Go with this. You will definitely get that powerful taste from this. So this one comes out of India. You get 100 bags. They're round tea bags, ladies and gentlemen. They're round. And you just drop it into your cup of hot water, let it sit. I usually let mine sit for about 15 minutes, and then I drink it. And it's perfect on mornings because around where I am, the trees already got their bulbs on them, and the hedges got their bulbs, so everything's about to go into full bloom. And I tell you, I usually suffer this time of the year when the pollen is high. And the ginger tea has been a lifesaver for me. It has really curbed the effects of the pollen when it gets into my system. So I definitely appreciate having this around. So let's go to the alkaline water. Everything that I make, my soursop tea, my ginger tea, even to cook with, if I need to add water to things that I'm cooking with, I always add alkaline water. You can buy the pitcher on Amazon and make your own water. You don't have to buy the bottles. The bottles are kind of pricey if you want to go in the store and buy it, but you're not going to find any kind of water in the stores the way these folks are going crazy in the stores. But you can actually buy a pitcher and make your own alkaline water and just change the filters like every few months and just make your own batch. That's what I do. So when I make all of my tea, I always use alkaline water. Alkaline water is excellent. If you have like any type of bone issues with arthritis, or if you just want to keep your bone structure healthy, this is excellent for that because alkaline water naturally has calcium in it. So it keeps your bones in excellent shape. Another thing is a cancer fighter, especially for bladder cancer. If you suffer from acid reflux, this is another excellent thing. I don't know why. I guess it must be the diet. Many of my relatives, y'all, suffer from acid reflux in the South. This is not all of my family, but just some of my family members have it. But if you drink alkaline water, especially every single day for like 3 to 6 months, it'll virtually disappear. Especially if you do it along with ginger tea, your acid reflux will virtually disappear. So what it does, it kills the bacteria and pathogens that are in your stomach, and it reduces the acid level that's in your stomach. So anything that rises up, it won't irritate your throat and your esophagus as much. It's also excellent for blood pressure problems and diabetes. Do you know if you drink alkaline water every single day, it will correct those problems of your high blood pressure and diabetes? It will naturally correct it if you drink it every single day. So you can drink it just like any other water, you know, a- as far as you incorporating it into everything. Like I said, when I make tea, I always make my tea with my alkaline water. I even make my ice cubes out of alkaline water. And any recipes that I'm making that calls for water, I always add my alkaline water to it. So those are some of the things that you can do. But ladies and gentlemen, don't panic over what you're not finding out there. Yeah, apple cider vinegar is another excellent thing. It really is. See, y'all up on a lot of things. You really are. Zinc is another good thing. So just get back to the natural things. Don't get upset if you can't find some of the things you're used to getting. In the stores, you can always try online. You can always try just going back to the natural remedies. That's what our people did back in ancient times anyway. We didn't have no pharmacies to walk in or no Walmart or Target. Our people used the things that grew from the land. And, in a way, I'm kind of glad it's going to force us to do those things. Yes, light bearer, I take selenium every day. And, it's going to force us to get back. And in my opinion, this whole thing is going to make us a lot healthier because we're going to be looking at the alternatives now because the stuff is scarce in the store or scarce online. Yeah, I saw the hand sanitizer. I think Amazon was saying they're not even going to get that in until I think like the end of March. I mean, they even ran out. Black seed oil is excellent. Excellent. You know, another natural pain reliever, y'all, is like if you suffer from headaches and migraines, peppermint oil. If you rub peppermint oil in those spots where you're having pain when you have a headache, like if it's your temples or your frontal lobe where you're having pain, it will actually relieve a lot of the pain if you just rub a little peppermint oil there. So I'm glad to see that our people are going to end up a lot more healthier because of the coronavirus than, that stuff, even the over the counter stuff has side effects. That stuff is not always good. Peppermint oil is excellent. There were a couple of times I was about to go to sleep and I felt a slight headache and I would just rub a little peppermint oil on that spot on my head. And when I woke up in the morning, I had no headache. hmm You should take the ginger tea. Ginger tea is a natural pain reliever, Sister Naria. It's a natural pain reliever. So ginger tea is what I would recommend for you. hmm hmm So y'all know, yeah, dandelion leaves. That's another one. Really dandelion leaves. That's another good tea to make. You're absolutely right, Joe's daughter of Zion. Boy, you guys are smart. You are up on your stuff. Look at y'all. I am impressed. I'm impressed, y'all. Y'all really know your stuff. Look at that. See, we are a very resourceful people. See that? Mm-mm-mm. Dandelion root. Yep. Some people will just go get the dandelions in their yard and just use those. I've seen people around here do that. They'll just go whenever they want to have dandelion tea, they'll just go in their yard and get the dandelions and pull the root up and everything and make their tea. It's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And what is going to be more organic than the ones that you get from the ground? And dandelions are everywhere. You don't even have to buy that. You can get that free from your yard. You can get that free right out of your yard. hmm Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I've seen even people around me, will just go out in the yard and pull those up and use them. You should. You should. you know? I was making and what made me think about doing this live stream this morning, y'all, was I was downstairs making my smoothie, and my son came down and he said to me, "Mom, you should, tell people what you put in your smoothie." He said, "If I wasn't around you, I wouldn't know about a lot of that stuff that you do." And I said, "I will, not on this one. This one I wanted to talk about the ginger tea, but maybe when I do my next hangout, I'll talk about smoothies, and because there are some powders and stuff that I add to my smoothies. And some of you might have heard of it, and some of you might not have heard of some of the things that I do. But I want to do more of a thorough job. I don't want to just sit here and do things off the top of my head. And I want to be able to explain why I use certain powders and what they're for. So I will get heavily into that. We'll talk about soap making. So if these folks are so crazy and you can't find soap, soap is very easy to make. You can make your own. I'm telling you. I'd be making 20 bars at a time. Those bars will last us forever before we get down to the last 20th bar. So yeah, moringa powder. Do you know I just bought myself a big bag of that. I like having that. And sometimes I'll even add like a little quarter of a teaspoon to some of my tea. You can use that for teas too, not just smoothies, which is nice about moringa powder. Bladder rack powder. Oh, okay. And one that I'm looking at now, let me show y'all on Amazon. Hold on, let me pull this up. It was one that I came across the other day, and I said I was going to try this. Some of you might have heard of this, but it was the first time I came across it. And I said, wow, I might need to try this one. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find one. Let's see. Okay, let me share my screen. All right. Now, I don't know if any of you ever heard of this, but this is one I've been looking at. It's called black maca root, and it's a powder, and it comes out of South America, and it has a lot of really good properties to it. Now, I never tried this before, but it was something I'm certainly looking at to buy just to give it a try. And there's a lot of benefits to this. Now, it says the maca root. Now, I noticed when I went online, there's black. Black seems to be the most popular, red and yellow maca. And this grows in Peru. So it's a natural plant, and it has all of this stuff in it, protein, fiber, iron, manganese, B6, potassium. So it's loaded. Just the root alone, you get all of these different things from it. And it's supposed to increase your sexual libido, fertility in men may increase, menopause symptoms. Now, this was a big thing when I looked online for menopausal symptoms in women. So hot flashing, mood swings, sleeplessness. This is supposed to calm those symptoms. And if you have irregular menstrual cycles, it's supposed to correct that. Mood. So if you're feeling a lot of anxiety and stress, it's supposed to be very calming. And this is another thing that I found out: a lot of people that are athletic use Maca powder. It's supposed to improve your energy and performance as an athlete. And I didn't know, I'm just finding out a lot of the athletes are using this Maca root. Skin, it says it improves your skin. It slows down the aging process, improves your learning and memory. So those of you that are struggling with memory, this is supposed to be excellent for people that are struggling with memory loss. So this is another one. Reduce. So if you have an enlarged prostate, it's supposed to reduce the size of your prostate. So you can use this for baking. You can use it in smoothies. You can use it in your cereal, and you just mix it in, and that's it. So I was looking at this, and this is one that I, like I said, I just came across this one a few days ago, and I wouldn't mind trying it at all. So I just wanted to show y'all that one. See, there's so many things out here, so many things that we just don't know. There's so many, and that's another thing. I want to get out here and really study a lot of the different root powders, because I don't know what they all are. I mean, stuff that grow in South America, some of that stuff I never heard of before, and yeah, it slows down the aging process, Drama Queen. Yes, it does. I mean, that stuff looks phenomenal. And I was looking at some of the reviews, and a lot of people were like, oh, no, you got to have this. And I'm like, really? So I definitely would like to find this, even if it's just online. Even if it's just online, then, I would like to just try one pack of it. Mix it in some of the things that I use on a regular basis and see what the outcome is going to be, if it improves anything. All right. So I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just wanted to talk about how, these folks are losing their minds. And this is probably going to go on for several weeks with people cleaning out the stores. I don't want my people to panic, because what we need to do, this is our opportunity to go back to the healthier way of living. You know what I mean? We need to start becoming healthier anyway. One thing I am happy to see, and I know I said this before, I'm noticing Black people are definitely doing better diet-wise, and I am overjoyed to see that. Many of our people are leaving a lot of these fried foods alone, and we're getting more into the healthier way of living. And I'm loving what I'm seeing in Black people today. I'm loving it. Look, I did a story back in January of how cancer rates are dropping in the Black community. That's a beautiful thing. That means we're doing better. We're doing better, y'all. We are doing better. So that says a lot. For a long time, cancer was kicking our ass. And I think they said it was down over 47% in the Black community. Do you know how good that is? That means we are doing better collectively as a people when it comes down to our diets. We're not eating the junks and all the fried foods and all the stuff that the generations before us ate. And they suffered a lot of health issues because of that. We're walking away from a lot of that stuff. And so that's why I'm saying, don't look at the store shelves being empty as a bad thing. Look at that as an opportunity for us to get ourselves healthy and strong again. That's how I'm seeing it, and that's how I'm going to always see it. I'm not going to panic. And neither should any of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Like I said, I was never going to keep you that long. Thank you so much for coming. And wherever you are in this country, please enjoy the rest of your day. Love you, family. Shalom.